Hey, my name is Richard Matthews, and I'm here with Mike Murray, president of Helio Energy Solutions. We're going to be talking about energy storage today, so I got a couple of questions for you. First one, what is energy storage?
Sure. Energy storage is anytime you're able to take energy and save it or store it or set it aside so you can use it at a later time. The most common type of energy storage we see now is battery storage, but there's a lot of different kinds. But that battery storage allows a facility or an operator to use energy and set some of that energy aside when it's inexpensive, and be able to discharge that, use that energy during a peak demand time or a very expensive time from the utility, and thereby cut some costs.
Awesome. So now we know sort of what energy storage is. Basically, you're just taking energy and storing it so when you have peak demands, you can do that. Why would a facility be looking for energy storage? Like what's in it for them? What's sort of the important piece,
Sure. Well, a lot of facilities use energy in a very dynamic way. That means the amount of energy they need from the utility grid or from another energy source can be very high at one point and then drops way down low, then it goes back up high. So we get these spikes of energy use or these peak demands. And the utility companies charge a demand charge for those energy spikes, the ability to be able to supply that peak of energy when they need it. Having an energy storage system at your facility allows you to draw energy from that storage system during those peak demand times rather than from the utility. And thereby, that lowers your ultimate cost from the utility company.
So for those of us who are uninitiated here, I know most of our viewers who are probably going to be interested in this video know, but how expensive are demand charges if you're going to have a peak demand like that? Is that a big cost for a facility?
Absolutely. So there's two general areas that a utility company charges an energy user for in the commercial world. One is for that energy use, that's the amount of energy that facility used during the course of the month. But the second one is for a peak demand or the maximum rate that they use energy during the month. And that could be just in a 15-minute window at any point during the month.
Like the size of the pipe they require.
Exactly, yeah. It's kind of like how much energy flow did we have to have instantaneously. Mm-hmm. Well, those demand charges, even though they may only occur for, say, a 15-minute window during the course of the month, can sometimes amount to 50% or more of the total monthly energy bill for a user. So they can be really substantial.
So if I'm understanding correctly, we have energy usage that's needed, and because the utility company has to have the ability to match that demand, they have to give you that size pipe, and they're going to charge you for that pipe all month, even if you only use it for 15 minutes.
Even if you only used it once, that's right.
Right. So exactly. What you're saying is you can reduce the size of the pipe needed.
That's right.
By using the energy storage.
By using a storage system.
Awesome. Okay, exactly. So my next question then is, who is this good for? Like, what kind of facilities are going to be most interested in having energy storage like this?
Sure. Anytime you have a facility, like I mentioned before, that's got what we call dynamic loads, meaning their load doesn't gradually ramp up and stay at kind of a consistent level throughout the day and then ramp back down. It's got equipment coming on, coming off. You may have lots of equipment that start up all together and then they are down for a period of time, then they're back up and back down. Manufacturing facilities frequently are like this, especially if they're using any kind of heating, electric heating in the building, or air compressors, large equipment. Any things like that commonly have these demand spikes, this dynamic load.
Like CNC machines that get turned on and off.
Sure,
during the day, things
absolutely.
Like that.
Things going on and off, yeah.
Okay, so last question I have here for you is, how can Predict Energy and Helio Energy Solutions help our viewers? What is it that you guys do specifically that would help with the demand charges and help with the energy storage?
Sure. HelioPower, Helio Energy Solutions, some of the Helio companies. These companies, we're put together to provide an integrated energy solution to our commercial users. So that includes cost analysis, that includes construction analysis, that includes the financial analysis. Our sister company, Helio Energy Solutions, for example, has its own software product called Predict Energy. Predict Energy allows us to do energy and cost, that's utility cost analysis, in a real-time operating scenario. So as a user or facility operator is using power, they can see what their facility is using, they can see what the cost of that energy is, they can account for those demand charges, they can see how and when they might need or benefit from a storage system or from other systems. be able to create an overall solution and then optimize that solution to minimize their total operational cost, their product cost, overall energy cost going forward.
So basically, if you're saying if a facility has energy costs they're worried about bringing down, they should give you a call.
Absolutely. If they're worried about addressing their energy costs and they want to do some kind of energy management, then the Helio companies are who they want to call.
Okay, so how should they get in contact with you if they need help with their energy costs?
Sure, I think they can get us through the phone number here on the screen. They can always go to any of our websites at HelioPower.com or HelioEnergySolutions.com or even PredictEnergy.com and get in touch. We'll have one of our energy specialists, one of our engineers, get with them and help work out a solution.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your information on energy storage today, Mike, and we appreciate it.
Awesome.